and Bob Moran at 257, which isn't too shabby either. We'll be back with the third and deciding string on this Valley Window and Siding Championship match right after these messages. $1,000 to the winner, $500 to the runner-up. And on down the line, you see it in the previous weeks in this Valley Window and Siding Championship. So Steve Vadney has things all his way right here with a 41-pin lead with one string to go.
Well, Bob Moran's got another one of those 167s in his pocket. He should try to use it right now.
Probably wishing he had saved some of it.
No.
Right now. But it may not matter the way Steve Vadney is going. That's Steve's first spare in a while. He's gone 13 boxes without a spare, but in the meantime, he'd had 6 strikes.
Well, he just threw a 145 game with no spares and only 4 marks. 9 on 1 strike, double strike with 8 and 9, and another strike with 9.
And another spare after a 9 drop.
Now he's going the spare route, spare 9, spare.
Bob Moran trying to keep plugging away here. 1-4-7 with wood in between.
Oops, dropped a little bit behind himself. That's what he wanted to do. Nice out. You see that in the replay. Head pin, ball goes down, takes the 4 and the 7 with the help of the wood in front. And it's almost time for Bob to start a string of strikes here.
There's one. Got to start with the first one.
1-3 pocket, ball breaking back, nice and tight, 3/4 on that head pin. That's the ball Bob likes to throw. Steve Vadney, spare 9, spare up, looking for the fill.
Could be another 9 drop. It is.
Ho-hum, another 9.
And ho-hum, another 400 triple for Steve Vadney, it appears. He only needed 102.
He's already at a 118 clip. And another. Go back in the records for the highest 3 strings, but I think he's got a long road to hoe. Rick Farwell, was it? Peter Flynn, I believe, 482. Rick Farwell was right behind him with 481. Another 9-pin drop.
And Peter Flynn is 3rd highest also with a 459.
Well, he's got a shot at all of them, really. Gonna have to monster this last game.
Keeps getting 19 in every box. He's got a shot at it.
Finally nails that 7-pin down. It's been eluded him a couple times. You know, we go back and look, he missed one with a piece of wood in front of it, a 7-pin, and missed another 7-pin clean for spares. And he could be working on a monstrous total.
This is on a strike for Bob Moran, and he's got a shot at it. 7, 9, 10 with an angled piece of wood next to the 9. Nope.
Really, for all intents and purposes, I really think the match is, well, it's not over mathematically. He's got to throw some strikes. 61 pins, got to spare up. It's a matter of how far Steve Vadney is going to go over 400.
Well, 7, 8, 10 this time for Bob Moran.
Try the other side.
More wood.
Show us one, Bob.
He does.
Yes.
And we will take a break right here. 4 boxes through the third string. 57 with a spare up for Steve Vadney, 37 and a spare up for Bob Moran, and we'll be back to finish it off here in the ladder championship match right after these words. Vadney to go to that last commercial. He wanted to just keep going. He's got 4 in a row here.
I don't blame him.
Well, he didn't break his momentum. Another 9 drop. That's 4 in a row. Somebody in the crowd said, this is getting boring.
I should be so lucky to have it this boring. He's got more pins in 2 games. A lot of people get in 3.
This time a 6-pin all by itself.
Oh.
No problem. 5 in a row.
Must be the color of those bowling balls.
I'll tell you something. They really reflect and spin as the kaleidoscopic effect as they go down the lane. This time only 7 as Steve is in the throes of a slump here.
Four, 7, and 8. He's got it.
That's
6 in a row.
And a 93 half with a spare up in the 6th. Now I think it'd be safe to say that Steve could make plans for that $1,000 check.
Well, if I was a betting man, which I'm not.
That's right. And as pointed out many times before,
I would. I'd give him
on a spare.
I'd give him $500 for his check, his share of the check. 1-5.
Nice try by Bob Moran. Very quietly, he's going to have a nice triple himself. Probably up over 360 or 370, but
All
Steve Vadney passed that about 3 boxes ago.
Steve right now is at 401. 401 plus the fill in the 6th frame.
He'll still have a lot of work to do, though, to beat that high triple of 482 by Peter Flynn.
He needs a few of his strikes that he was getting the first 2 games.
He would figure to at least finish with the 3rd highest triple. The 3rd highest right now is 459, also by Peter Flynn.
Get it, Bob. Oh, boy.
And the 9-pin is still there. Steve Vadney just has a whopping lead right now, but it's just a question of the final score. Take a look over Steve's shoulder at this one.
There's the strike. 7 marks in a row. 6 spares and a strike.
Steve's feeling it right now. That's 7 strikes in the match, tying the record.
Throws another strike here and gonna have a new high triple.
Almost. He's jumping up and down for that 4-pin. It'll stay there, though.
Gonna have to give Carol Downey some help on the scoreboard with this string.
Another
8
one.
in a row.
Wow. 18 marks overall.
Bob Moran turned to us and says, I don't want to play anymore. Good sport. Take out the white flag. Let's get this over with, Bob says.
Well, Bob himself did it to Bob Francoeur a couple of weeks ago with a 167 opening string and a 72-pin lead and just coasted home from there. But this time he's on the other end.
Steve Vadney is 441 with the ball coming in the 8th.
The magic number, high triple, is 482. That's what Steve's shooting for right now. He needs a 185 to beat that.
He's going to need some strikes.
Seems like we're asking a lot. I mean,
well,
he's got 8 marks in a row.
I mean, he had spear 9, spear 9, spear 9, spear 9. Why couldn't have been strikes? I mean, if he can get 9 of them, why
All right. Crowd will be into this now.
Yeah.
Everybody in the place knows what Steve Vadney is doing at this point, and everybody who is kind of around here at Sandy's is now watching.
Looks good. A little light.
No, this is going to be the toughest shot he's had all string.
This is for 9 marks in a row. 3, 5, 6, and 10. Oh!
Almost.
Whoa.
Easy,
He
Dan.
missed it, and I almost fell off my stool. I was rooting as hard as he was for it to go down.
159 with 1 box to go, and a round of applause for the 8 marks in a row for Steve Vadney.
Well, double and 6 will give him the 185.
Well, he's just passed Peter Flynn for the 3rd best triple, as he's up over 460 now. And it will be a 168 and a 466